Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today we have the third in a three-game set with the Yankees. We've split so far and are still holding a one-game lead over at New York. If you watched yesterday's game, it was a debacle. I mean, we just got crushed. It was brutal right from the beginning. We really needed a good start from Dave Rozema, and he did not come through. He was gone after 2 innings, and it didn't get any better. So that continues the trend of our starting pitchers getting crushed. And so today's starter for us will be Jack Billingham, who's 2-3, and has actually been really solid for us until his last start, where he gave up 6 runs. His ERA jumped a full run, so he's up to a 4.5 ERA. And to make matters worse, we're facing Tiant, who is 6-2, and has already had a couple starts against us and has done really well. So we have our work cut out for us today. There is a day off tomorrow, so we'll use our full bullpen if we need to get back our 2-game lead over the Yanks. Let's go ahead and get started. As always, thank you for watching the games. This is game number 44, so if you followed along this far, I really appreciate it. If you're new to Brainiac Baseball, please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Later on today, Brainiac Baseball card breaks will be opening 2 blaster boxes of Topps. One will be Topps Archives 2020, and I also discovered a box of 2019 Topps Archives Baseball. So I'll be opening up both of those later today. So here we go, Jack Billingham, 2-3. His ERA is up to 4.84. I thought it was 4.5, but close enough. Well, it's not good, let's put it that way. And we will be missing 2 of our relievers, John Hiller, who went 2 innings for us yesterday, and Roger Weaver, who went 2 innings and did not pitch well. Also, I sent Bob Stanley down because he's still technically resting, and I brought up George Capuzzello, who this will be his very first appearance in the majors. Interestingly enough, George Capuzzello was traded to the Reds in 1978 for Jack Billingham. That's how Billingham got to the Tigers. And then the next year, he was cut loose from the Reds, and the Tigers picked him back up. So here they are, both on the same team, and hopefully we won't need him today, but that's not likely. So, and our lineup is pretty much the same. We did give some people the day off yesterday, and everyone's back in. So this is our normal lineup. We have to win today, so I have all the major starters in there. And the Yankees do have Chris Chambliss in there at first instead of Bob Watson, and everybody else is the same for them. So let's go ahead and get started. Willie Randolph leading off. He's 0 for 5 against Billingham this year. And he's going to ground out to Hebner for the first out. 1 down for Bobby Mercer. He's also going to ground out to Hebner. So 2 down. Let's see if Hebner can get all 3 putouts. Nope. Tremble's going to get his shot. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. And here's Tiant. We'll pull up his numbers. This is his 11th start. He's 6-2. ERA terrible. And actually more walks than strikeouts. So he is age 39. So he's up there in age. And it looks like the Yankees are pushing him hard. So maybe we can get to him and take advantage of maybe some mid-season tiredness. Fatigue, I guess is a better word. Whitaker's going to ground back out to Tiant. It's going to bring up Tram. Oh, snared by the first baseman. I thought that was going to be a double down the line. But Chambliss gets it at first. And that's going to bring up Steve Kemp, who flies out to left field. So Tigers go down in order, and we're heading to the top of the second, and that brings up Mr. October Reggie Jackson, who's 2 for 5 and has got a home run against Billingham. Jackson's going to pop it up to first. That's one down. And here's Joe LaFave. He had a big blast in yesterday's game. And he gets walked. So runner at first for Oscar Gamble. Gamble's going to go down and get one. Get a base hit to right. LaFave is going to go to third. And now we have first and third with one down for Rupert Jones, who also crushed one yesterday's game. Guess I'm going to bring the infield in. We cannot afford to give up any runs if we can avoid it. Jones is going to do us a favor by popping up on the infield. Oh no, an error by Parrish. Coincidentally, I looked at Parrish's fielding percentage versus Carlton Fisk's for the year, and Fisk has been the better catcher, and now I think I'm going to make a switch and go with Fisk for a while and see how that pans out. Johnny Oates is going to ground to first. We're going to get the second out at second. Gamble advances first and third for Brian Doyle. Number 9 hitter is going to rip it to right off the wall. Runner from third is going to score, and that's a double. Oates holds at third. And both of those runs are unearned, which is good for Billingham, but bad for the Tigers in general. Damn, there goes Willie Randolph getting a base hit to right. Both runs score. And that's a 4-run lead. This is kind of what happened yesterday's game. We could just never recover. Randolph steals second, just piling on right now. So he's in scoring position for Bobby Mercer. Mercer's going to rip it to right. Randolph's going to score, and that's 5 unearned runs. We had 2 down before Parrish made that mistake. This is frustrating. There's another base hit. This is exactly what happened to Rosemary yesterday. Rosemary gave up 7 hits in a row. Yeah, I mean, like, what can I do? Jackson hits at the left. Is that gone? It is. Wow. 8 runs tacked on here in the second, all unearned. Billingham is already at 54 pitches. And it looks like Capizzello is going to get a chance to play as LaFave gets an infield hit. So, all right, I guess that's all I can take. And, Billingham's ERA actually went down. So, I mean, what can you do? In a way, it's not his fault, but on the other hand, he did give up all those hits. Oh boy, all right, so this is going to be a long game if he keeps up like this. So, Capizzello in his debut, hits it to Hebner, and there's another error. So, runners advance, first and second. This is a modeling. If you follow me, you know there's another infield hit. This is terrible. This is horrible. I don't even know what to say anymore. I wish I had some alcohol. Johnny Oates, base is loaded. There we go. Or unless it's an error by Parrish. Nope, we get out of it. 8 runs on the board for the Yankees in the second. That's probably the highest scoring inning so far this year. So, we got to play it out, folks. Carlton Fisk isn't giving up. He's got a base hit to center. Do I want to go for 2? No. We got a long way to go to try to come back. That's the first hit of the game. It's going to bring up Gary Hancock. Let's hit and run. He's going to ground to first. Fisk advances to second. That's 1 down for Lance Parrish. Parrish is going to pop it up on the infield. That's a second out. Here's JT. He's batting 7th today. I've moved him down in the lineup. He is more of a power hitter, but he has not been producing at all. So, Brian Doyle, the number 9 hitter, here on the top of the 3rd. He lines out to right. So that's 1 out. So the only righty in the order for Capizzello gets a base hit to left. That's the 9th hit in less than 3 innings. Bobby Mercer with 1 on, strikes out. So that's the first career strikeout for Capizzello. That brings up Chris Chambliss. He hits it high and deep to dead center, but it just falls short. Well, actually 380 feet, so I guess that was considerably short, but it sure did look like it was going. So we head to the bottom of the 3rd, Dave Stegman. He takes a walk. Stegman has been steady. We're going to hit and run with Hebner, try to get something going. Hebner's going to ground out to 2nd. Stegman advances. And let's give Lou Whitaker a chance to drive in a run. Nope. Swings on a pitch that was way outside. It's 2 down. That's the first K for Tiant. Here's Trammell. Trammell's going to rip it into the gap. That's going to score Stegman. We're on the board. Do I want to go for 3? May as well go for 3. And he's safe. Alright, so runner 3rd. Kemp with a chance for an RBI. And he's going to pop it up on the infield. And that's going to be the 3rd out. But at least we have a run, right? We will not be shut out. And so Reggie's up. And Reggie's going to take the 3rd strike looking. And it's Capizzello's 2nd strikeout. And Joe LaFay comes up with 1 out. And he's going to bloop it into left center field for a base hit. The Yankees are now in double digits in hits. And it's only the beginning of the 4th. Whoa. Oscar Gamble strikes out. That's 3 Ks for Capizzello. Rupert Jones, 2 down. He's going to ground out to Trammell. And that'll be the 3rd out. So Capizzello looking good. He is trying to make an impression to stay on the team. Oh, there we go, Fisk. He crushes it 420 feet to left. Good job by Fisk. So he now is tied for the team leader in home runs. That brings up Gary Hancock, who's going to get a base hit to left. That's going to bring up Big Wheel, Lance Parrish. Still nobody out. Parrish is going to walk. So 1st and 2nd for JT. He's 3 for 7 versus Tiant this year. Oh, he rips it to right. Is that going to be a 2nd home run of the year? It is. This is going to be a high-scoring game. It already is, I suppose. But that's the 2nd home run of the year, and he hasn't had one probably over a month. So he was overdue. So we've got 4 on the board, 5 overall, still down by 3 as Stegman strikes out. And that's going to be Richie Hebner to the plate with 1 down. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tiant. Here's Sweet Lou. Lou's going to go down and get one too. Base hit to right. Runner at 1st. Let's see if Whitaker can steal 2nd, get into scoring position. Keep the pressure on. No, Whitaker's thrown out at 2nd. Rally killer. So we head to the top of the 5th, and we're only down by 3. This could be a lot worse, that's for sure. Johnny Oates is up. He pops up on the infield. 48 pitches for Capizzello, so we must be getting close to his max. This is the number 9 hitter. And this guy we cannot get him out. We'll pull the outfield in, and he's going to walk him anyway. So now, Willie Randolph, the only righty, let's guard the lines. That might have been a good call. A line out to right. That's 2 down for Bobby Mercer. And Mercer is going to ground out to first. So really a great job by Capizzello. I think that's all I can ask of him today. So Trammell is up. And he's going to ground back to first here in the bottom of the 5th. That's the first out. I said grounded to first, but he actually grounded to the pitcher. And Kemp is up with 1 down. He's going to line out to center for 2 outs. And here's Fisk, who hit a bomb in the last inning. And he's going to take 3rd strike looking there. So, okay, we're going to take Capizzello out. Great job by him. And that's going to bring in Schatzy, who has been our long reliever. And he's got as many innings pitched as a starter at this point. And with all these lefties, we're going to count on him to at least go 2. Chambliss, leading off the top of the 6th, grounds out to first. Bringing up Reggie. I'm old enough to remember Reggie's candy bar. And it was a lot like a Nestle Crunch, but kind of like a big blob. Lefebvre is the 3rd out of the inning. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Schatzeder. And now we have Gary Hancock leading off the 6th. We just need to manufacture a run, just get a little bit closer. Here, Gary Hancock's going to pop up to 2nd. That's going to bring up Lance Parrish with 1 out. He grounds to short. And here's the number 7 hitter, Jason Thompson, who had that home run. Big blast, big 3-run home run. Here he's going to rip it to center. But Rupert Jones gets it. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. So we head to the top of the 7th with Oscar Gamble leading off. He's going to line out to Whitaker for the 1st out. And here's Rupert Jones, who's going to fly out to right center field. 2 down. And the catcher, Johnny Oates. He rips it to left. It's going to be a double. And that's the 1st hit off Schatzy. We're going to bring the outfield in case this number 9 hitter gets a base hit. I don't want Oates with his slow speed to score. Doesn't matter. Doyle strikes out. So we get out of that, leave a runner in scoring position. Tiant still in the game. He's had 2 scoreless frames since the big 4-run inning. And now he's tired, but not too tired because he strikes out Stegman for the 1st out. And that's going to bring up Hebner, our number 9 hitter, who is going to pop it up to 3rd base. Back to the top of the lineup with Lou, who's going to ground out to short. So has all hope died? I do not know. Schatzeder's pitched 2 innings, but he's only thrown 21 pitches. So I'm going to leave him in there for 1 more inning. Oh, famous last words as Rudolph walks to start off the top of the 8th. And that brings up Bobby Mercer, who's 0 for 6 versus Schatzy, and he goes down swinging. It's 1 down as Chris Chambliss, the number 3 hitter, comes up. Willie Randolph tries to steal 2nd, and Parrish throws him out. Parrish does have the stronger arm, at least, rating here in the game. I couldn't tell you if he actually had a stronger arm than Fisk in real life. Let's see, but I guess Fisk is in the Hall of Fame and Parrish isn't, so maybe that's all the proof you need. So here we are in the bottom of the 8th. Trammell is up, and he is going to ground out to second. That's one down as Steve Kemp bats. And Kemp is going to go down and get another base hit to right. Kemp's up to 280. So he's doing something right. Tiant comes inside on Fisk, and Fisk pops it up to short. It's going to be 2 down for Gary Hancock. It's gone a little cold since I stuck him in the number 5 spot. But I take that back because he's going to put one into the bullpen. And we have almost come all the way back. We are 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And with one swing of the bat, Parrish can tie it up. Oh no, we'll take a base hit to right. We'll keep the pressure on Tiant. Oh no, they're taking Tiant out, and they're bringing in Goose. Now, we were down in the first game of the series, and they brought Goose in, and that's who we came back on. So, will Goose have his revenge, or can we double up on him? Wild pitch by Goose brings Parrish into scoring position. And now I wish I'd pinch run. Oh, I couldn't have because Fisk is the DH. So, forget that idea. I don't have a third catcher. So, JT is going to go down swinging. And that'll end the bottom of the 8th. And, wow, I really just don't even want to take Schatzeder out. I mean, he's doing so well. If it wasn't for that second inning, this would be a completely different ballgame. Jackson goes down swinging at 3 Ks for Schatzy. Joe LaFay with 1 down. Oh, there it goes. Home run. And the Yankees put another one on the board, making it 9-7. I guess I pressed my luck with Schatzeder as Oscar Gamble grounds it back to the pitcher for 2 down. And that's going to bring up Rupert Jones, 0 for 6 with 2 walks. And he's going to rip it into the gap. And that's going to be a triple for Rupert. And this could be Johnny Oates. This could be Schatzeder's last batter. Johnny Oates with 2 down. Yep, he grounds it back up the middle. So we tried to get through it, but Schatzeder's he's spent. So we're going to bring in Pat Underwood to try to finish off the 9th. Maybe I should have started him this inning. Oh wow, Brian Doyle gets a base hit past Whitaker, and Oates is going to advance to second. We're going to bring the outfield in for Randolph. I'm not going to bring in a righty just to face him. And there's a ground out to Whitaker. So this has been a sloppy game all around. I mean, we haven't fielded well. We haven't pitched well, bullpen or starters. So we don't deserve to win this one. So that's going to be the first out by Stegman, popping out on the infield. Reggie Hebner comes to the plate. Number 9 hitter pops it up on the infield as well. And it's going to be up to Whitaker to get something going. Maybe a 2-out rally. Yes, he does. He gets a double into the gap. So Whitaker's standing on second base for Trammell. And these two would later meet in the World Series. And we know how that went. And if you don't, look it up. As Trammell flies out to right to end the game. So the Yankees just put it to us early and we could not come back. They went 10-7. Let's go ahead and take a look at transactions, see if anything happened. Oh, there was a trade. Interesting. The A's traded Mitchell Page, solid hitter, to Atlanta for Rick Camp, reliever, spot starter, and someone named Bob Porter, who I'm not familiar with. So there's that. And then Pops, Willie Stargell, he got his 1500th RBI. So that's impressive. Let's go ahead and take a look at the box score, folks. We are now tied for first. We're going to have a day off tomorrow, and then Cleveland comes to town, the last place Indians. And so, we'll see if we can't get a new streak started. Until then, tune back in later. Check out the card breaks later on this afternoon. And we'll see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.